first. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
All right.
So, Sean, you want to go ahead and explain Net64?
Yeah, so we've been doing Net64 for quite a while now. This started a long time ago. Okami and I have been doing it for the last, like, what, half a year or something? On and off?
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, so we started with Double Mario, of course, because we're both Mario runners, and then we kind of gravitated towards what was optimal, and what is optimal was Waluigi. And then recently, Okami figured out that Knuckles has some viability, being the key.
He can do 119 of the stars.
Yeah, he can't complete 120 on his own, but if you got a Mario as a rock, pretty good. So I really, really wanted to play Waluigi for this marathon, really bad, but we needed to do a 120 run because that's what would fill the time. So I have to do Mario because Waluigi and Knuckles would be a terrible, terrible mix for 100 coin stars. Waluigi just goes too fast and is too unruly, and I'm terrible at all of the stars with them.
So Knuckles, if you guys just saw there, he kind of blows through this category like crazy because he can clip through walls. So as you saw there, me clipping through that star door.
Yeah, basically, so just watch Okami's screen this entire run.
No.
Like, it's not worth watching my stream. He's gonna be the one doing the cool stuff. I'm just the guy who collects all the 100 coin stars.
And stuff straight off the back. This character is a little bit tricky to control, to be fair. But basically his properties are that you can glide with Knuckles. You can, if you hold A, you can climb walls, and you can clip through walls as well, small walls, the thin ones. So if you can see, this Dark World kind of actually showcases almost all of those strats within the first 3 minutes of the run.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see Knuckles. I'm just gonna be the dude who does all the 100 coin stars.
Yeah, Knuckles has quite a bit of trouble going up, so any kind of time when you have to do like wall kicks or precise movements or grabbing 100 coins, he kind of struggles with that. So yeah. Mario really fills the gap there.
So I'll try to get Void to have us do a 70-star run so I can show you guys what Waluigi does, but maybe next marathon. Oh my god, I'm playing terribly.
So some other weird Net64 stuff that we've got going as well, which you'll see pretty soon. You might have seen a little bit already. Probably one of the biggest things is something called D-pad canceling. So the way D-pad canceling ends up working is that you have emotes in this game. You can do a wave emote, you can do a cry emote, you can do an electrocution emote, and you can do this emote where he falls asleep. And that one in particular is the important one. Where am I going?
Yeah, for some reason that emote just breaks the entire game. So you'd think there wouldn't probably be more like general tricks that you get in this game, but you'd be very wrong.
Right. So basically, you can see right there that you can skip star door animations with it. You can skip certain entry animations, like entering the lobby, entering through to the BBH courtyard, different kinds of things like that. And so that saves a few seconds here or there. And I think I know in 70 star that saves approximately 80 seconds is what we ended up calculating that to be. But the one caveat to that is it chooses whatever the last option you selected in the save menu was. So there's 3 options in the save menu: save and continue, save and quit, and continue don't save. If you do an exit course, that counts as the second option. Let me actually really quick segue for a second. Watch how I do this slide.
Perfect segue.
This is not really the intended method, but Knuckles doesn't really care.
So basically, it's anytime there's any lag at any point, you can just press D-pad right to completely cancel it. So I'm gonna exit this course and hold D-pad right, and then there's no save text box. It's just gone.
But yeah, so that also does some other weird kinds of cancels as well. So you can cancel the ground pound animation. So you can do really, really quick ground pounds with this animation canceling thing. and you can also use it to skip the text box in wing cap, as well as a couple other places.
Yeah, Knuckles is just completely busted. You're gonna see some interesting stuff with Knuckles. Okami and our friend Xenon X, who is also the guy that allowed this run to basically be possible. There's a really bad glitch in this, or crash in this category that you can't avoid, and Xenon fixed it for us. He completely added a patch into this this entire ROM hack.
Oh, one other thing to note, especially while I'm here in the aquarium heading into JRB, is that Knuckles, you know, he'd be overpowered otherwise. He has two downsides to him, one of which is that he always starts at half health. So doing some of the stars in JRB are a little bit tricky, because if you mess up, you basically just die. So I'll start off with the ship, and as long as as long as I do everything properly, then I should be fine. But if I hit the eel or something like that, then Sean's gonna have to get a little bit tricky and maybe do chests or something like that. Also depends on how well his Womps is going.
Pretty good.
Speaking of which, where are you at?
I'm getting the last star, I think, yeah.
Okay.
The other thing I should mention is that recently we just got our first sub-hour time in this category, actually. It was like
True.
2 days ago. My sense of time is all messed up because I literally just did a 24-hour stream.
If you go into JRB and there's no star, then go ahead and do chests.
Alright.
Definitely one of the unique things about this category is just the amount of communication you have to do. You got a little bit of on-the-fly stuff going on.
So the interesting stuff, like, that you can kind of do in this is just you can do a bunch of different categories one after the other to kind of figure out routing for all of them. And so it makes it kind of interesting because you never really know what you're doing, and you're always just like freaking out and try to talk to each other about what stars you should do. But because we've done 120 so much recently, we kind of know exactly what our routes are. So there's a little less communication needed, but usually the coolest thing about Net64 is routing on the fly, figuring out what you should do. And there's a bit of that in here. Like we're going to be communicating with each other and telling each other to do different things, like supplement what we need done. Exactly, Andrew. But it's also not fun because when you get to bits and I die 3 times in a row, then he gets really upset at me.
Alright. Now, this is one of my favorite tricks. JRB Cannonless, Knuckles' version. You basically just clip through the ceiling and get the star within 12 seconds. It's one of the fastest cannonlesses that we have in N64, only beat out by Sonic, who just kind of spin dash jumps to the star. I'm heading for chests now.
Alright. I'm doing 100 coin, that's fine, right? I saw a star in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
You are good to go.
I was pretty sure I was fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, chests. There's 2 chests in this stage, right?
Yeah, sorry. One of the other weird things as well is that Sean is traditionally a 70 star runner, and I am traditionally a 120 star runner. So the fact that I'm not doing Mario for the 100 coins is kind of a little bit fun.
Yeah.
Because it means that we're both kind of doing some stuff that is out of our comfort zone.
Basically, we were going to try to do Knuckles Mario 120, and then I just realized that I would have to do like 1100 coins as Waluigi. I should also mention that because he's Knuckles and he doesn't go up very well, he can't do like any of the 100 coins. So I do 11 of them, and he does 4 of them. So what I would have to do is figure out 1100 coin stars as Knuckles or as Waluigi, and I was like, I just don't want to do that.
You opened the cannon, didn't you?
I did. It wouldn't be a 120 run with me if I didn't open the cannon.
Sure. Ooh, I hope that's not too high. No, we're okay.
Just to clarify, Waluigi goes way, way, way too fast. Like, he just accelerates to full speed and more in the blink of an eye, and doing that with 100 coins would just kill me over and over again. Like, I just thought of doing THI 100 with Waluigi and just decided I never wanted to learn that. Why open the JRB cannon? No reason whatsoever. I'm just terrible.
The 100 coin stars that I do are mostly upstairs stuff. I do Goodness, what's the one that I don't do that's not upstairs? I'm trying to think. I know I do at least 3 of the upstairs ones. I do not SL hundreds. So I do TTM hundreds. I go. I messed up. TTM hundreds, wet dry world hundreds, THI hundreds, and there's one more. Oh, I do HMC hundreds, which is a fun one because Knuckles has some weird caveats there that he can do. Let's see. We're also gonna do reds in this stage in CCM, which is which I think I'm just gonna go for now. This penguin's being a little bit obnoxious to me.
I'll also mention that I am not a 120 runner, like Okami said, and I don't even have a sub 2. So, once again, to clarify, you should be watching the Knuckles screen.
There will be, admittedly, a couple of stars that I'll probably be focusing pretty hard on, and CCM Reds is definitely one of those stars. So I'm not going to have the most pristine commentary during this part, but...
But I'm better at Waluigi 70, Cosmo. Take that.
It's true. Yeah, so Sean and I also both have the current best 2 times for 70 star.
Oh, let me interject there real quick. This is the Wingcap Demon.
Oh, yes.
It is an optimal strat that skips the text box at the start of Wingcap at the result at the cost of you becoming a demon. And anytime somebody asks about it in my stream, I basically just don't acknowledge it's happening. I don't remember if I'm supposed to get the Wingcap switch.
Yes, you do need it.
Okay, good. Right, I do.
SSL Reds and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm about to show you one of the worst mistakes you can make in this run.
Oh,
which is after you exit a course, like Okami said, it saves the last menu option. So I may have accidentally held D right during the end of that star, and yeah, I exited course. Or I guess I went back to the menu. I don't even know how that works, but I went back to the menu.
Yeah, exit course is the second option, so it chooses save and quit when you do that, basically.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Okay, so definitely going to suggest watching the Knuckles on this part right here, because we are entering BBH, one of the craziest stages for Knuckles. He kind of just ignores everything that the house has to offer, and says, I can climb, I can clip, I can do whatever I want. So, going into it, we're going to go for a star that is normally not done this early, because Sean has not done Vanish Cap yet, but once again, Knuckles doesn't... You have done Vanish Cap, okay, well.
Knuckles just does it faster anyway.
Knuckles doesn't care.
Knuckles, that is the motto of this run, actually. Knuckles doesn't care about walls. Knuckles doesn't care about cap requirements. He's just Knuckles.
Okay, so this is also one of the weirdest parts as well with BBH, is that we got lucky this time, but sometimes the boo RNG is not kind to us when we exit the level. So normally you're stuck in that animation where you are trying to continue don't save, but since you're doing the D-pad cancel, that means that the boo can sometimes show up way too early on you and kind of ruin your day. Bring Knuckles down to 2 bars and Mario down to 6. But we got lucky that time. Let's see if we can get lucky 2 more times in a row. That's 2 pretty clean BBH stars right there. You can see the boo's like kind of coming this way, but he once again gave us some decent RNG. And then this last one is another one where we just kind of ignore the house and say, let's go ahead and go through the wall. And then let's climb the wall. Let's clip through the ceiling and grab the star.
This is where I say, please... Okay, please don't lock me out. Because I'm bad at BBH100s.
Oh god.
I'm fine.
So this is the D-pad cancel again. Kind of skip that door close animation. And I assume you didn't get MIPS?
No.
Yep.
I get second MIPS.
You're gonna have to get MIPS. Get MIPS after...
I think I can do that? Wait, can I do that?
Yeah, before SSL.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay. And when do I get second MIPS? I thought I got second MIPS.
I'll get him before lethal level in then.
Okay.
So, Pillarless is pretty difficult in Net64, mainly because items kind of spawn inside you rather than in front of you when you grab them. So we do the shell for that reason. There's a really weird Pillarless that Yoshi can do where he just kind of like flies in there with the bomb, but nobody's playing Yoshi, so
yeah,
we definitely don't have to worry about that.
We should mention that there's like 12 characters in this run. Oh my god, I missed a blue coin. Should focus. There's like 12 characters in this ROM hack, and only 3 of them are really viable, one of them being Mario. And Mario's only really viable in 120. The other characters are just way better than him in every way. In 70. And he's not really even viable in 120 because Waluigi should be better than him in 120. But he's not consistent. Waluigi in 120 is an absolute nightmare to deal with. He's just too fast. There's my good friends Clob and Board Banana do double Waluigi 120.
Absolute nuts.
Yeah, and they have a lot of trouble with it. I've seen a lot of runs thrown. Oh my god, I'm trash. Get in there.
Goomba. Goomba is he's definitely the worst character.
Yeah, Goomba is a character.
He's barely a character.
It's actually true.
I'm gonna go pick up MIPS now.
Double Goomba run is after this. Estimate 8 hours.
Oh god. No, please no. No, MIPS, I swear. No MIPS.
Nobody's watching my view anyway, Cosmo. It's fine. When are you and Clob doing double Goomba?
Double Goomba.
Yeah, Waluigi accelerates to full speed instantly, so you can basically do a long jump as soon as you like as soon as you like press forward. And he has interesting qualities when you spawn a star, and he's honestly the most chaotic character. Like I honestly think, even though with what you're seeing with Knuckles, Waluigi is the most chaotic character.
Knuckles is super consistent. I mean, you can't really mess up this climbing animation here that I'm using to get to the volcano. Not that star, but this one.
Like, Knuckles is insane, as you can see, but he's not chaotic. He's really, really consistent, actually. He just makes sense as a character, but Waluigi just doesn't, and it makes for some interesting moments. He
might even be more consistent than Mario, to be honest.
Yeah. I should also say that Okami, with a few days of running, has the best time of any character solo in this game with his solo 70 Knuckles run, even though us Waluigi fellers have been grinding this for a long time. I did just get Waluigi's 70 record though.
I think both of our 70 times currently are 2 minutes faster than our Mario 70 times.
Yeah. You would ever has a better time with Mario? True.
True.
But you should be comparing with our Mario times, and it's kind of insane that I have a 2-minute better time with Waluigi than I do with Mario.
Okay, so the star that I'm going to do next is kind of hilarious. Basically, normally you have to do the wing cap. Actually, I'll explain it during Big Bully. I'll do Big Bully first, and I'll explain it during that. But log rolling, normally what you do is you go grab the wing cap and you triple jump off of the little archway to get enough height and go over the fence. Sometimes the 16-star runners will do a thing called side hop and get over there without the wing cap, which is kind of tricky and maybe about the same time, maybe 13, 14-second star. As you'll see in a second, Knuckles is going to do that a little bit faster than that. Actually, a little bit more than twice as fast.
Yeah, ask Enchanted Torch all your questions about other characters, because he's the only one stupid enough to try stuff with them.
So we just kind of fly over here and just hold forward and clip through the wall.
To be honest, Terrence, I kind of do too. Waluigi is way too tall for his model. Waluigi is double the height of the actual model that he represents. Torch has to take it because I bopped him.
Oh. Alright, entering HMC. So, I kind of want to say that most of the 100 coin is pretty chill, but a little bit of it gets a little bit weird towards the end. Normally you have to do this BLJ strat, where you, where you BLJ through the wall. Oh goodness, hold on. BLJ through the tiny wall as I take a fall. Humpty Dumpty. Let's go ahead and pick up reds real quick first. This is the one part of the run that I haven't routed. These 2 red coins, I would say. So currently I'm just doing them kind of slowly by taking the little elevator. But that's mainly because Knuckles' jump height is much, much lower than Mario's. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain to try to get over to those blocks and break them.
Oh, I see, Terrence. No, I don't agree with that. The multiple characters are too sick. It's created a whole other community of us grinding Waluigi single stars and Knuckles single stars and shit. Like it's cool.
Alright, so once again, this is the part that I haven't routed yet. I'm gonna take the elevator all the way to red 4, and after that, do this, climb here, and we're gonna spawn the star a bit earlier than I expected, but that's okay. Mainly because of that fall.
Sorry, Techno. Yeah, I should probably have mentioned that.
Ooh, take another fall.
How soon do you need upstairs opened?
Not soon yet. Okay. I'm still working on hundreds.
Hey, Techno. I am appreciative that he does HMC 100 and THI 100 though, because those are my least favorite stars in this entire game.
Alright, so I'm gonna activate that one just to see how fast we beat it.
Hey, Funk.
Here, climb up through there, and clip through that wall. Basically a BLJ, but way faster.
Sean dies three times the THI 100's Raider. I did do that.
That's okay, I do THI 100s. Got him.
Every 120 PB I've ever had has had a death in THI 100s, I want to say. I turn into Tabby for the final Reds room.
Alright. This is not the worst hundreds in the world, to be honest.
Alright, I'm gonna do Fire Sea a little bit early.
It's fine, go for it. We still have 7 stars to do. Alright, so these ones, HMC. Let's start off by clipping through this wall. But basically, some of the stuff that we're gonna do is gonna involve a lot of clipping. So we're gonna do some crazy stuff, especially when it comes to Metalhead Mario and Toxic Maze Clip. So I'll do those two stars next. We'll start off with Toxic Maze Clip because that's gonna be a little bit more straightforward. The other one is a little bit weirder looking, but just to get your guys' feet wet on this one. It's kind of the same concept as when we did it during Hundreds, but this time from the other direction. Yeah, Knuckles digging through the caverns. Pretty much, what's the second star or second level in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle? So that's basically what we're looking at, Wild Canyon. Alright, so Metalhead Mario can move. So we start off by clipping through this guy, just like we did for the other ones. We're gonna do the typical elevator clip, just like you would do with the beginner Mario routes. And then we go and we dive over from here and clip through 2 walls at once. Chain that into a double jump, triple jump, and collect the star without too much struggle at all.
The entire chat page is just my viewers.
True.
What's up, guys? Oh, there's Sage.
They're like, yeah, we know. We know what Knuckles can do. We're Okami's viewers too, exactly.
True, yeah.
Alright, so we've got 2 more stars to collect here. Let's go ahead and do... No, let's do the normal one first. We'll do Beast in the Cavern. That's probably the most normal star out of all the stars that we do here in HMC as Knuckles.
Nice, you're a fan. I snuck a vanilla Mario to run into this marathon. I'm a genius.
Wow.
I only just realized that. I've taken over the
True.
ROM hack community with vanilla. Take that, purists.
It's Vanilla Mario and his pet echidna.
I'm so sad I couldn't play Waluigi, actually.
I know.
It's like, I'm not... The funny thing is, I'm actually not even close to as practiced with Mario as I am with Waluigi. Like, I would play 100% better with Waluigi, too. Sad.
Oh, one thing I should note here, especially while we're in Metal Cap, is you guys are probably thinking, like, okay, well, gliding looks pretty fast, right? How fast is it in actuality? And it is approximately the same speed as a normal jump dive. So it's pretty much Knuckles' fastest option in most scenarios. The one downside to that is that he has a big affinity for walls. So especially in close quarters like this one, we don't really try to touch glides unless we know for sure that we can hit the proper, wall that we want to hit. Also, in case you haven't seen, I'm basically forced into HMC, so that's why I do this one last downstairs. So I've got to exit course now and avoid my own Sean cancel to save and quit.
You know what's funny is this actually can be applied to ROM hacks, pretty much all of them. We just haven't done any speedruns of them because there aren't any leaderboards for it, but I'm the mod of the leaderboard, so maybe I'll just add a Star Road category and we'll just play that.
Oh god.
Or maybe I'll add a category for everyone's favorite ROM hack, Cursed Castles.
Please!
Cursed Castles is better than any other ROM hack. Don't at me. Okay. Whoops.
Hilarious. These 2 stars are also hilarious with Knuckles. This is pretty much the reason why I do Wet Dry World over, is that Knuckles doesn't really have to worry about high water level for some of this stuff because he can just clip through that wall right there. And we are already heading to downtown. So it would have taken Mario a good solid extra 10 seconds to get here.
We actually got 3-player 70 world record with a Mario, a Waluigi, and a Knuckles. It was the the like trifecta of viable characters. It was really good.
He also, Knuckles also does this thing where when he's climbing and he hits a box, he just kind of breaks it. Because I guess that's got a hitbox or something on it. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, come on. No. No, 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 Wingcap, come back. Don't go away.
There's a
with me,
leaderboard
Wingcap.
for 5+ character.
Yeah, you can do 5+ players, so basically whoever has the more players wins that category.
Ah,
Or whoever can get this hack to run properly with the most players, it wins, I guess.
that's super true, because getting this going with more than like 5 players is kind of a nightmare.
So I had a long stream the other night, and we spent 45 to 50 minutes getting it working with 6 players at one time. It was a nightmare. I don't really even know how it happens. Like, it seems to work so well sometimes, and then all of a sudden there's like 2 people who can't connect no matter what we try at all. And then we ended up doing 1 bingo race, and then we quit. So we set up for longer than we actually played, probably.
Let's climb all the walls.
Don't scare them off. Actually, this is the best hack ever. Don't worry about it. It's actually really great. If you have... It usually only happens if you have new people in your group that this game goes really poorly. Like, if you're playing with the same people every time, you can get it set up, like, really quickly. But for some reason, like... I don't even know... What was the issue with Vicky the other night?
I don't even know. I
Did
think
it just
our
work
plugins
all
were
of a
wrong
sudden?
or something.
Oh my god. Yeah, if somebody doesn't know how to set it up and you need to, like, coach them through it, it's just the worst. Someone's recording is bound to fail. True.
Yeah, or they're gonna forget to record. Not saying any names.
Was the crawling onto walls animation for Knuckles custom made? It's a good question.
I don't know.
Trying to
That's a good
think.
one.
Kay's made all the characters in this game. He coded them. He got all the models in. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you too, Holla. She's Holla. You too. Yeah, clipping's pretty useful on Wet-Draw World. See? Alright, what star am I missing? I've got Shocking Arrow Lifts and Downtown. Let's do Downtown first. Downtown, we do pretty much the same concept, but with a lot of clipping and climbing. Rotating crawling animation, that would make sense. Ah! Dang it, I did a fall. I made an oopsie. It's okay, we're still Knuckles at the end of the day.
It's probably the crawling animation turned 90 degrees. That makes a lot more sense, actually. The model importing wasn't by K's? Oh, okay, good to know. Okay, so now LLL, right. So the other thing is that usually we do Bob as soon as humanly possible, which actually limited routing. Mainly the reason for that was that there was this unavoidable crash in Bob's Secrets that would be a 50% chance to crash the game. That's basically it. We tried it out a bunch of different ways. Somehow it was always half the time the game would crash. It was so weird. And so we kind of figured out what happened. We didn't figure out why it was 50% of the time. Like, we don't know why, like, what the RNG was. But we did figure out why it was happening, which allowed us to give it over to our top coder on the team, who figured out a patch that completely got rid of it. So we can now route Bob wherever we want, and no issues there. Which is technically against the rules right now, because I haven't bothered to get around to rewriting that. But, you know, you guys won't tell, right? We got I, please.
So something to note here on THI is that, once again, Knuckles' animation, or Knuckles' jump height is really, really awful. So this is going to be actually the only time that we enter into THI, being a big character in a small island. Reason being because Knuckles cannot jump out of pipes. He gets stuck and soft locks the entire game, and your run just dies.
So, Baller, we figured out that it was the wing cap. So if you spawn a star while the wing cap is on, then 50% of the time during the star spawn cutscene, there would be an infinitely spawning dust particle, basically, the thing that comes from your head when you have a wing cap, and that would keep spawning, but it wouldn't despawn during the animation, like during the star spawn animation. So certain stages, that would just almost fill up the object, queue, but then not fill it up, so then you were safe with that stage. But then in some cases, it would completely fill up the object queue and just completely object overload, and then it's just all over. So that's why it would happen, and we just basically replace the particle with something else, and it works completely fine.
Okay, so the next star that I'm going to do after this one is Wiggler. And as you know, there's really just two normal Mario ways to enter into Wiggler. One is you ground pound the thing in Big Mario Small Island, and for reasons that I just explained, we're not going to be able to do that. So the other option would be clipping into the mountain, and that one would work and is viable, but is a bit slower than the strat that I'm about to do, which I believe Torch came up with. It's pretty creative. Instead of coming in from the left side and swimming in through the intended method, we're going to go ahead and head over this way, as if we're going to Reds, right in here. And we're going to use what we know about Knuckles' clipping, and clip through here. And there's Wiggler.
So, Baller, it's actually really, really easy to implement. It's only available on 2.3. We weren't able to get it working on older versions, which are useful for speedruns in some cases, but either way, it's only available on the most recent update. I think it could work on some other newer versions as well. And it's just a patch that you put into the folder and replace the file, and that's it. So yeah, I'm totally down to shoot that your way. What about the old version? So 1.3.1, for what we know now, we haven't fixed the wing cap crash.
So this one is one of the most unique 100 coins Knuckles does. He kind of has to do this a little bit differently because you normally get 13 coins extra in Tiny Island, but Knuckles has to do this weird janky route because he doesn't get all those coins. I'm gonna go for this, yeah. So technically that means that we need to get 13 ones. So a Goomba would cover that, Shy Guys, all sorts of stuff. But on top of that, we also have to go this really weird way. Basically because of gliding. So you'll see what I'm about to do. We're gonna get a, what's it called? Oh, we missed a thing. A Goomba. That's fine. We don't need that Goomba. We get more than enough coins anyways. We're gonna pick up this little post right here that's normally like never touched in Mario, in vanilla Mario. I believe it's only like seen ever in like all coins. Like, to be honest, I didn't even know it existed until I did my first all coins run. But that is an extra 5 coins we can pick up.
I'm sorry, Banana. I tried. I campaigned for Waluigi. I swear to God, I did. It just worked better with the time schedule to do 120, and I wimped out. I wasn't gonna route 1100 coins on the fly as Waluigi. I just couldn't do it.
True. That's how many it is. Insane.
Also, Drewy, I'm assuming, I'm not the one who's running this, but I'm assuming they're just browser capturing both of our streams. We're both streaming at the time, or at the same time.
Sorry, I need a little bit of concentration here on the, what's it called?
Someday
Reds.
Someday I'll probably learn Waluigi 120, but that someday is not today.
Alright, last one that's a little bit unique as well is Koopa Race. Once again, we have to go in from Small Knuckles Big Island. So we have to climb up this really janky way on this wall right here.
You've explained the pipes?
Yeah, I explained the pipes. But basically, that little thing has a chance of bonking, and if you bonk, you fall all the way down into the water, and you eat about a 20-second time loss, which is really obnoxious. But once we do talk to the Koopa, everything else becomes easy because we just straight over glide to this flagpole and beat the typical Mario beginner time.
It's so funny that Knuckles is literally just too short to jump out of pipes. You literally just can't go into pipes because he can't jump out. He just doesn't jump high enough. This is Super Mario 64 Online, otherwise known as Net64. We're basically sharing star counts. It's not a race. So we're working together to beat the game faster than any single person could, obviously. This is using Xenon Patch, yes.
Knuckles is short. He's definitely a special echidna.
$10-minute Bob 100. See, I'm not that bad. Imagine not risking soft lock in Marathon. Yeah. It's true.
But this is also your first glimpse of, oh goodness, of Knuckles doing glide shenanigans with red coins. He just kind of, oh goodness, bonks and almost dies.
That's what he does. So it's claim to fame.
True. Oh, he loves this wall left right here. There we go.
Drew, you'll have to talk to Infinite Void. He's the one running this. We're just running in his marathon. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I getting coins? I've literally done the 100 coin. You got me thinking about the 100 coin star, Cosmo. Okay, so I just checked by going ahead and splits, and I'm plus 40. So.
Okay, sounds good. I'm minus 12, weirdly enough.
Pretty good. Dang.
THI by 20 seconds, which is kind of hype. But
if I don't screw up in Tippy, I think I screwed up in Tippy a bit, then we might actually have a good run on our hands.
That'd be back-to-back world record runs, right?
Yeah. World record live?
World record live, maybe. We'll see.
It's possible. I mean, we're behind between the two of us, but you never know. We'd have to turn up.
Okay, we're okay. Sorry, ignore that. I'm just gonna go over here and take these guys because that Chuckya can do something that rhymes with Chuckya.
Well played, well played. I'm actually so nervous for CCM 100. I'm shaking a little
CCM
bit.
100s.
Yeah, I'm freaking out
Dang.
over missing coins.
It's so funny to do BOB and CCM in like stars 70 through 80.
Tuck you into bed and tell you goodnight.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, so one thing that I'm about to do, which is a little bit scary, is something that Xenon just came up with. Sean hasn't even seen it. I've never done it in a run, but I think I can do it, and it saves about 3 seconds for each attempt. So, wish me luck. We're gonna go ahead and attempt TTM mountain clip with Knuckles. No! And we missed it. So I'll just go for the backup on this one, but I'll try it on the next one. So you get to see the normal way that you go up, or the way that we've been doing it for quite some time. Ah!
I almost D-pad canceled a 100 coin star collection for some reason, and that would have literally ended our run.
Oh god, please don't do that.
Because I haven't been saving.
Oh no.
I would have had you complete the run while I went and you went to the wash.
I technically could. Okay, let's try this again. Come on. TTM mountain clip. There we go. And that's the TTM mountain clip with Knuckles.
There's so D-pad canceling. We actually haven't mentioned this at all for some reason, but D-pad canceling has some unfortunate side effects where if you do it at the wrong time, like while collecting a star, it not only cancels animation, it keeps you in some animations. So I would be stuck in the star grab animation forever until I reset the game. And because we've been continuing to not save, we would not have a save file.
I'm 1 for 3 on that trick.
Yeah.
Sorry, Xenon.
Are you doing the mountain clip?
Yeah, I learned it tonight.
Yeah, nice. Are there glitches for each character? Definitely. I mean, you're seeing some of the Knuckles ones, but Waluigi has some insane stuff. Like, we routed Waluigi for like a couple weeks in like whatever summer was it?
Come on. Dude, monkey.
And it was nuts. We figured out so much stuff. I wish I could have played Waluigi, but I haven't routed out the 100 coin stars, and I would have embarrassed myself on all of them, so I'm very sorry to all you people. Quitting the game is shared too? No. So I would have quit. I would have crashed the game and then had to reset the emulator, but I wouldn't have had the save file. The save file isn't saved on the server, it's saved locally. It's just updated server-wide. So whenever he gets a star, I also get that star, but if I come back into the server, I won't have the same stars as him, right? You get it?
This is trippy. Collecting 96 stars and leaving TTM. This is just like normal vanilla.
Well, I'm just walking into a wall.
Okay. Here's, let's see. I guess SL has some interesting stuff that you can do. I feel like the snowman's head that I'm about to do is probably the most interesting one, and probably Igloo as well. But Knuckles kind of goes up this weird back route where he climbs the snowman's head this way, and then he does this like side flip thing to grab that wall right there. And that part is really tricky. You can very, very easily mess that part up.
Precisely, Sage. You've got it. So we do not want that to happen. It's pretty hard to crash if you know what you're doing, but there are times where it's like, okay, there's a save prompt coming up. Better D-pad cancel it, and I don't realize that save prompt is a mid-stage save prompt, which crashes the game. You can only do it after you exit a stage. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I made the first big mistake.
Oh boy.
Does anyone... Can we crowdsource how to get that red coin under the thing without a shell?
Oh, is it hundreds?
Yeah.
You can slide kick it.
Can you?
You can slide kick, or is it both red coins or just one?
It's both.
That's really hard, but you can slide kick to get him. But Knuckles can get it. I would try
I'm gonna get the 100 coin star and then maybe try it.
That's smart. That's smart. I like that. Do you want to end with what's it called instead?
No, I'll end with red coins after I fail this trick.
I was gonna say you can end with Ice Mace, but okay, yeah, true. Then I will grab Ice Mace.
How do you survive though? Like, where do I come from? The side?
Just wing it. I don't know.
Fuck it.
Did you get the 100 coin?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's done. I don't know how you do that. I've never seen it.
It's really hard. I don't know.
Oh, big sad.
Hey, Mario.
Hello. You gain speed from the slope and frame perfect slide kick. Wow.
I'm gonna leave this star door for you to open and just ignore it.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the one weird part as well, is that this Rainbow Ride has the same properties as HMP, where you kind of have to jump out of it. So I'm doing this, I'm gonna have to exit course and then come back, but I can do a lot of these stars a lot more differently than Mario and save a bit of time over him on that, so it'll end up making up for it. I'll start off with the normal ones, the quote-unquote normal ones, as you see. Jumping from this pole to get tricky triangles and whatever it's called, swinging in the breeze. But the way that we do Cruiser, Reds, and Somewhere Over the Rainbow is pretty unique. I'm not doing Big House Xenon. I could go for Big House. Okay, so let's do Cruiser first. No, let's do Somewhere Over the Rainbow first. No, let's do Cruiser first. So we climb up this wall backwards. Do it! I could do it and leave Somewhere Over the Rainbow for you, since you always open cannons anyways.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so there's Cruiser. Do I show how it's done? Oh my god. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it then.
Hey, but this run's pretty much. I mean, world record's pretty much dead. I think.
Yeah.
I'm +2 almost.
All right. So.
You gotta go for it now.
Actually, I want to go this way and take the teleporter. Alright, wish me luck. This is gonna be tricky. Carpetless. Carpetless.
Wait, did you do the hard strat?
I'm going for it.
Go for it, dude. You got this.
I got it!
Oh my god, pause!
No! Are you kidding me? No!
I'm watching on the stream delay.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna do a cheater thing. Hold on. Doing a cheater thing. I've got to go this way. Cop out. Get another chance at this. Ah! I swear, Lakitu.
Oh, that trick. That was so sick.
This trick is so hard.
You've got to get it now.
Okay, alright. We'll do it again.
Whoops. What am I doing? Oh, I'm doing Rainbow Ride. Ah, fuck it.
Are you doing Rainbow Ride?
Yeah.
Big Cloud?
You didn't tell me to do TCC first, so I'm doing it now.
Oh, sorry. No worries.
Alright, see you later, Techno.
Alright, we'll try it one more time. If I don't hit it this time, I don't know what I'll do. You finished Cloud already?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, let's try this one more time. Go Big House.
What the hell am I doing? Nobody's looking at my screen anyway, it doesn't matter.
Do it. Just do it. Alright, trying it one more time.
Hey, MB Collector. I snuck a vanilla run in the...
We got it.
Nice. Good stuff.
Can I leave reds for you as well as hundreds?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You did it for the meme, I respect it.
I did. Alright, let's go ahead and take down Carpetless. Let's go ahead and take down TTC now. Let me up.
Oh, what? Bob-omb? You okay, bud?
You don't need to talk to the Bob-omb.
I need, yeah, I needed an extra coin. I missed one in the first line.
Oh goodness. Okay, so TTC Reds. You get to see the the trick. Basically, we're just gonna climb. We're gonna get all 8 reds that way. This is one of the jankiest looking stars as well. Is it easier than or harder than Walk Carpetless? I think it's easier, but it's more
It's more what? You cut out?
it's more inconsistent. Do I need time stopped? Do I need to do stomp on the thwomp at all? You're fine, right?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay. Let's go for pendulums, I guess.
I still need to do RR Reds, right?
Yeah. You can end with RR Reds if you want.
Oh
like,
wait,
out
did
of
you do Big
hundreds.
House? Oh shoot.
Yeah. Just go down and take the teleporter or something. Or exit course, I don't care. Or just die.
I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
I'm so sorry.
Look, he usually tells me these things, okay? He usually tells me 3 times because I'm a dumbass.
Oh man.
I'm not going back now. I'm getting the 100 coin star. Teleport back? I don't know where the teleporter is. Can long jump down? I'm going for it. This is the other sick Rainbow Red strat we're going for.
Did you do Big House? Man who talked to his partner about Big House for 5 minutes. Oh man.
Alright, let's long jump. We got this. Still shows up yellow because I haven't exited the stage. Oh, that slides you. Hey, carpet.
As you can see, Knuckles is much easier than Mario to play.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mario, very hard character. You guys wouldn't understand Mario, but he's a very difficult character.
Okay, so you got 2 stars there. Are you gonna take TTC, or do I take TTC? Did I do TTC 100s?
I can do TTC 100.
Okay, I'll take Toad then.
What am I doing? Fuck.
That's good. TTC 100s is a bit of a pain with Knuckles.
Okay, come on. I've got a lot to do. A lot on my plate. Finish off this star. Oh boy. So the timing definitely did not work out very well here because of my mishap. Like usually we've got this routed out to a T. The problem right now is that I have to do 100s plus stomp on the thwomp and he's done. So
Oh wait, where am I going? I need to go get reds.
Let's hope this goes well. We both need to beat Bowser to finish the run. It's the last person to beat Bowser that finishes. Oh my god. Great start. Great start, me.
By the sound of it, I can just kind of take my time with this.
Probably. Oh my god, stop.
Okay, Knuckles, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, Knuckles, that's a wall. I know you like walls, but...
And Banana, you know I'm gonna complain about it too when I get there. You know it. Oh my god, this is the... Tabby, don't look. I'm failing you. The worst TTC ever. I'm not going upwards with style.
Come on. Oh boy, there we go. That's the pull.
No, the games don't impact each other that much, to be honest. I wish the games were more intertwined, but yeah. It's typically just like routing with each other is the main interaction. Hey, TCC Hondo wasn't that bad, yeah.
Cool. So that means, yeah, we'll probably enter at a similar time because of that.
Yeah, that's good. Are you kidding me right now? It's lag. It's input lag. I promise. It's input lag.
Oops, come on.
Okay, guys, do I go for Bits triple jump wall kick? Do I go for moving left side? Tell me right now. I need you to tell me.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm going
I
for
say
it.
go. I say go.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Am I supposed to swear? I don't know. I'm going for it again. Oh crap! I don't have. Stop. We're finishing off with style. Oh no, the thing's not there. I don't know what to do now. I'm doing it anyway! No, I'm not. I failed you, Chad. I'm so sorry. I had no speed. This wouldn't have world recorded. We just submitted a run that's sub 1. So it's not verified yet.
Yeah.
Truly a fantastic person to represent SM64 speedrunning. All right, Banana. At least I'm doing my part. I'm a Waluigi player. What do you mean?
What am I doing? Hopefully Sean can see me on screen.
Don't worry about the mysterious underground Bowser. It's not a big deal.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm good. Alright, I'm close.
Alright. I'll join you.
He just delayed grabbing this. Oh my god.
Alright, ready?
And 3, 2, 1, go. Time. Not actually that bad. It was like a good run for a few days ago. Oh boy. Oh, we're flying away together.
Oh, we
Knuckles
gotta
is
do
showing
it.
me how it's done.
You're right, Banana.
What? How do we D-pad? What do I do? What do I do?
I'm gonna D-pad cancel Peach first of all.
How do you do that?
As she's coming down, if you D-pad cancel, Peach will just be floating. So
Oh.
I think Sean, just do it normally. Just let the play out. And on my screen, I will make it so that Peach is jankily floating up here.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's let her come down a little bit first. Here she comes.
That was not a bad run. I'm actually happy with that. I made it have a real bad mistake in SL, and then my brain turned off in RR, but all things considered. Not too bad.
Knuckles. Mario.
I'm gonna pseudo self-promote. SM64 online speedrunning is sick, and these characters need a lot more love. So you should go to the SRC leaderboard for SM64 online and join the Discord or something. And come play this game with us, because we're like the only people who play it. The entire community for SM64 online is in this chat right now. It's 5 people.
Cosmo.
We need other good players in the scene, not just Okami. True. I could have shown you guys my Waluigi though. You would have been impressed.